In the last class, I have explained you about one concept, that is local attraction. A magnetic meridian at a place is established by a magnetic needle which is uninfluenced by other attracting forces. So whenever you place a magnet or magnetic needle, it always aligns itself along the magnetic north direction of the earth, right? But when we mount it on the compass, and whenever we perform survey on the fields, okay, due to some other magnetic fields which do come in contact with the magnetic needle, those will those will disturb the orientation of magnetic north of the needle, right? In that case, what happens, the readings shown by the compass will be comprised of some error. They will be comprised of few errors. Okay, so in that case, we need to find out those errors and we need to apply corrections. Okay, so local attraction is a term used to denote any influence such as the above, which prevents the needle from pointing to the magnetic north in a given locality, right? So for example, I have told you example in the previous class, if any high tension electric wire is going above the compass, or any underground cables, okay, which will be having some magnetic fields, or the wrist watches, if which come in contact with the compass while performing the survey, right? So those all will deviate the compass needle for, from directing towards the magnetic north. So how to detect that error and how to correct it, we will see it. There are, okay, there are three methods: first, second, and special case. There are three methods to apply the correction. So first we will study how to detect it. So as we all know, we have studied forebearing and back bearing of a line. Forebearing and back bearing of a line. So the difference between forebearing and back bearing of line is always 180 degrees, correct? So back bearing of any line is nothing but forebearing plus or minus 180 degrees. Why plus or minus? If your forebearing of the line is greater than 180 degree, deduct 180 in that. If it is lesser than 180, add 180 to that, right? So since we are moving in clockwise direction, the back bearing of the line will be plus 180 or minus 180 to the forebearing of the line, correct? So we can detect the local attraction just by knowing the forebearing and back bearing of the same line. How? So if we deduct forebearing to back bearing or back bearing to forebearing, the difference I should get it as 180 degrees. The difference between forebearing and back bearing shall be 180 degrees. So here it is written, if the difference between fore and back bearing is 180 degree, it may be taken that both the stations are free from local attraction. Right. If the difference between forebearing and back bearing is exactly 180 degrees, it means that the stations are free from local attraction. Suppose from A to B, if I'm taking forebearing, and B to A will be the back bearing of that line. Okay. So if the difference between forebearing and back bearing is exactly 180 degrees, it means that the stations A and B are free from local attraction. So if the difference will not come as 180 degrees, in that case, I need to apply the correction. So suppose I get 179 degree 30 minutes, or 178 degrees, like that. If it is lesser, you need to add the correction, or if you get it as 181 degree or 182 degree, the greater difference between forebearing and back bearing, you should deduct. Okay, so how to eliminate that local attraction, how to apply the correction? There are three methods in that. Okay, first method, in this method the bearings of the lines are calculated on the basis of the bearing of that line which has a difference of 180 degrees. So suppose I have a pentagon. Okay, I have a pentagon as a geometrical figure. So in that I will be having totally 5 sides, and for all the 5 lines we will be having forebearing, back bearing, forebearing, back bearing, right? So out of all the 5 lines, I should search the line which has the difference of 180 degrees between forebearing and back bearing. So with respect to that line, the bearing of remaining lines shall be corrected. Okay, I should check all the 5 lines one by one, such that the difference between forebearing and back bearing of the line shall be 180 degrees. So using that line as the reference, I will calculate the bearings of the other lines. So that is your first method. In second method, I will calculate the interior angles of the geometrical figure. I will calculate the interior angle of the geometrical figure based on the bearings given, right? So the sum of interior angle shall be, check here. So in triangle, suppose if I have a triangle, the sum of interior angle for triangle is 180 degrees, right? So how we arrive to that 180 degrees? That is nothing but 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees. I am highlighting it here. 2n minus 4 into right angles means into 90, right? So where n is the number of sides of the geometrical figure. If you submit n as 3 for triangle, you will get it as 180 degrees. So if you substitute n as 4 for the rectangle or for square, you will get it as 360 degrees. So for pentagon, the n value becomes 5 sides. 2 into 5 minus 4 into right angles into 90 degrees. 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees. If you get the angle, the sum of angles, you will get to be how much? 520 degrees, I think. Correct? So in second method, to detect the geometrical figure, whether it is affected by local attraction or no, to detect that, what I will do, I will calculate the interior angles from the bearings given. Okay, I will sum the angles. That sum has to be equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees, right? So if sum is not equal to 2n minus 4 into 90 degrees, whatever error you get, you have to distribute the error to all the 5 sides. So suppose for 180 degrees, if you are getting for triangle as 179 degrees, there is 1 degree error. That 1 degree has to be divided equally, and it has to be distributed to all the 3 sides. Suppose in 1 degree error is there in rectangle, means that 1 degree has to be divided by 4 sides. That is 1 degree divided by 4. The same thing has to be distributed to bearing of all the 4 lines. Clear? So this is how I will be using second method. Next, special case. In special case when it arises means, whenever you check the bearings of all the lines, if you don't get the difference of 180 degrees between fore bearing and back bearing between any of the lines, okay, suppose I have a pentagon, for bearing of all the lines are not giving the difference of 180 degrees. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to select the line, the bearing of fore bearing and back bearing difference between of that line shall be the least, using that line I will be correcting the bearing of the remaining lines, right? So in special case, you will not get the difference of 180 degrees between fore bearing and back bearing of the any line. So you will select that line which has the least difference between 180 degree. Okay, next I will take one example. The following bearings are observed while traversing with a compass. So he has given 5 sides: AB, BC, CD, and DE. He has given you 5 sides. Okay, so out of this, 4 sides: A, B, C, D, E. 5 sides: A, B, C, D, E. AB line, BC line, CD, and DE. Fore bearing of that line and back bearing of the line is given to you. So I will tabulate it first. See here, fore bearing of line AB is 45 degree, 45 minutes. He has given 45 degree, 45 minutes, right? Next, the same thing, bearing of line BA is nothing but back bearing of AB. Okay, given is 226 degree, 10 minutes. Next, same BC, fore bearing of BC. CB is nothing but back bearing of BC. See here, back bearing of BC is 277 degree, 5 minutes. So this is how I should tabulate first. So out of all these, go on deducting fore bearing and back bearing. First, I'll take 45, 226 degree, 10 minutes of AB line minus 45 degree, 45 minutes. It will not give you 180 degrees. Next, 277 degree, 5 minutes minus 96 degrees, 55 minutes. So this will give you difference of 180 degrees. You can check. You can check. So SI line CD 209 degree 10 minutes, 29 degree 45 minutes. CD. So that will give you, that will not give you 180 degrees. Next 324 degree 48 minutes, 144 degree 48 minutes. That will also not give you 180 degrees. Correct. So BC is the station where I will get the difference of 180 degrees. So in the remark, I will write stations B and C. Sorry, B and C are affected by local attraction. So anybody has Kelsey with you? Please confirm. Kelsey. Nobody is having calculator. So DE and ED, DE and ED has the difference of 180 degrees. Check here. 324 degree 48 minutes minus 144 degree 48 minutes. So for DE and ED, correction is 0 at D, 0 at E. Right. So once you get DE, you can go for DC, the previous line. Okay. Since the line is starting from D, the correction at D is 0. So correction at DC is also 0 here, right? So DC is 209 degree 10 minutes. So DC and CD, if I deduct DC and CD, if I deduct 209 degree 10 minutes, 29 degree 45 minutes, I will get the error of 35 minutes. So that I will deduct from CD 29 degree 45 minutes minus 35 minutes at C. So that will give you 29 degree 10 minutes. Now come to CB, that is back bearing of BC. Since CB is starting from C, correct? Starting from C, the correction at station C is nothing but minus 35 minutes. So that again I will deduct from CB line. 277 degree 5 minutes minus 35 minutes, that will give you corrected bearing 276 degree 30 minutes. Next come to BC. So CB, the corrected bearing is 276 degree 30 minutes. Difference between 276 degree 30 minutes and 96 degree 55 minutes shall be 180 degrees. So it is not, it is less by, it is more by 25 minutes. So deduct 25 minutes from bearing of BC. So we will get 96 degree 55 minutes minus 25 minutes as 96 degree 30 minutes. So since BA is back bearing of AB but starting from B, so whatever will be the correction for B here, the same correction will apply for the B in the previous station also. So 226 degree 10 minutes minus 25 minutes at B, it will give you corrected bearing at 225 degree 45 minutes. Now the corrected bearing of BA, that is 225 degree 45 minutes minus 45 degree 45 minutes, will give you 180 degrees between back bearing and fore bearing, right? So correction is 0 at A, that is 45 degree 45 minutes here. And you should write in remarks, see here, BA, BC, CB, CD, these four we have corrected. That means the correction is there for B and C. So therefore you can write in remarks, stations B and C are affected by local attraction. Station B and C are affected by local attraction, right? The same thing he has given you in the quadrantal bearing system. North 45 degree 45 minutes, south 46 degree 10 minutes. So in this case, what you have to do? You have to convert these quadrantal bearing system to four bearing system first. Sorry, quadrantal bearing system to whole circle bearing system first, then proceed. The table remains the same. The same thing is given. You can just convert and check. North 45 degree 45 minutes, east will be 45 degree 45 minutes only. South 46 degree 10 minutes will be 226 degree 10 minutes if you check it. Convert the reduced bearing system or quadrantal bearing system to whole circle bearing system, then you can proceed. Write the table like this. Okay. go on deducting from fore bearing to back bearing of every line. Select the line which has the difference of 180 degrees exactly, and using that line go on correcting the previous lines. Okay, so I hope I have made it clear. I will share this with you. I will share these notes with you. You can go through the problem. If anybody has a doubt, they can contact me. Okay, any doubts in this? Local attraction. So this is the last section of your compass surveying second module. So in the next class we will go for the third module. It is called as leveling. It is called as leveling. In compass surveying, you have introduction to compass, types of compass, differences between prismatic compass and surveyor compass, and you have the calculation of bearings from interior angles and from interior angles from bearings, and you will be having problem on local attraction. So these 5 to 6 sections are there in your second module, compass surveying. So go through these notes. I will share the notes with you. The scanned textbook copy it is. Go through this. Whatever is necessary, only that much I have scanned. Go through this. Okay. If anybody has a doubt, they can directly contact me. Okay. Anytime you can call and ask. Okay. Whatever doubt you have. So I will clear it. Okay. Thank you.